Hey everyone, welcome to episode 56 of Edge of Legend. Is there a race that doesn't have an ancestor, does not have opposable thumbs? Probably, but we'll move on and we'll discuss that later. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's do a quick introduction, a quick recap, and get right into it. Favorite part of my night. So let's go, starting off with Mr. Michael Powell. Tell him who you are, who you're playing, and what your pronouns are.
Well, as always, I am the dastardly dashing Michael Powell, and let's see, I play the fabulous Rufa, and pronouns are he, him, they, them, and Rufa is a human investigator.
Awesome. Ian, please tell us who you are, who you're playing, and what your pronouns are.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ian. I play Woodwort, the gnome druid. Our collective pronouns are he, him.
Excellent. Sam, same three. Who are you? Who are you playing? Pronouns what?
Hello, I'm Sam Sterling, and I play Ichipukton Papakui, also known as La Pacifica Dorita, and our pronouns are she, her.
Very, very nice. Kylie, who are you? Who you're playing? Pronouns what?
Hello, I'm Kylie, or I go by Kai. It really doesn't matter at this point. I play Shionibus, the Elven Ranger, and we both go by she, her.
Awesome. Sidney, please tell me, who are you? Who are you playing? And the pronouns they are what?
The pronouns they are she, her. The name is Sidney, and the character is Ilona, the half-elf cloistered cleric.
Nice. I guess that just leaves little old me. My name is PJ Megaw. I am the GM of Edge of Legend and Nat 20 Productions, and my pronouns are he, him, and I will be playing everyone and everything in between. Without further ado, a quick recap in case you missed episode 55. As they were on the hunt for Zanakin, they started finding different small hamlets all across the eastern coast, just under Cobbledale, that were attacked and ambushed by Zanakin and his band of orcs. However, no fatalities were taken, weapon caches were installed, and after some thinking about it, they came to the conclusion that Zanakin was using these hamlets as a supply chain in his hopes to take the war away from Korrokos and to give any orc that joined him supplies in a route to go to a safe haven. As they got on the trail, I made some secret rolls, and Zanakin was kind of getting wise to being followed, and in the middle of a campfire, they were ambushed by him and his crew, and he offered them a choice, which was, in order for me to take the war away from Zanakin, you need to let me take Cobbledale. If you don't let me take Cobbledale, that's fine. I will probably need to die for my merit and my trust. And after some strong deliberation, and a few himbos back in town later, they came to the conclusion the most peaceful and safe way to solve this is a championship fight to the death between Ichi and Zanakin himself. And that is where we'll be picking off, but I will need some clarification. This will be happening on the continent of Adelphon. Is this going to be happening in Cobbledale, the city itself, in the forest between Cobbledale and Adelphon Prime, or in Adelphon Prime itself? Where are you setting this fight? It's just a brief reminder.
See, in my brain, I was thinking like in Troy.
I like where you're going. Yes.
Where they had Achilles and Hector.
Well done.
Thank you. Battle outside of Troy with with the both armies like behind them. That's where my mind went. But what do you guys think?
I don't know if there's any other way the Edge of Legends can go except a battle royale between two people outside the city gates with armies standing behind them.
Come on, it's like epic. It's like,
it's awesome.
Lord of the Rings levels shit.
I don't feel like the effect would be there if we just got back to Adelphon Prime and you're like, you guys don't know what you just missed. 150 feet that way and those trees you can't see into. Chaos. It just wouldn't have the same gravitas. Yeah. So,
but Adelphon Prime has that cool ass stadium, so that we met Ichi in.
Pocket Stadium. We could do it anywhere. Pocket Stadium.
So then let's do it in the woods and then just like knock shit over.
Yeah. I was gonna say because because we are actually fighting for Cobbledale, wouldn't it make sense for it to be at Cobbledale? If you do it outside of Adalfon,
Right.
If things go wrong, it just becomes a war that spills out into Adalfon.
And my thing is, I'm more worried about a war spilling into Cobbledale than spilling against Adalfon's walls, because we know it's a walled city, and Cobbledale, it has a wall. Shionibus fell off of it, but it's in the back.
Hey.
It goes to a bay.
Episode 1.
But besides that, they have nothing. So
I was also going to say we could probably send somebody as a Paul Revere back to Adalfon to warn Adalfon and inform Adalfon what's going on.
Yeah, well, here's the thing, because we didn't say it was going to be like right now, right? We said like in a few days.
Ooh, no, it's
No?
tomorrow night.
No, it's
Tomorrow
tomorrow.
night.
Tomorrow night.
Yeah, it's
Well, we
tomorrow
have to
night.
make it
We are
then.
we are at the middle of our watch, so
Yeah.
it's like,
Mm-hmm.
correct me if I'm wrong, PJ, but it's probably like 12 till 2:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
And now we're
So-
saying tomorrow night is this fight.
So if we pack up in the morning, we go back to Cobbledale, we go through Iso's portal, we get back to Adalfon, and then we have Xanakin meet us in front of Adalfon, because I'm still stuck on the visuals, guys. And also I don't want Cobbledale to be destroyed in case we mess up. And Adalfon is a way better defense system than poor little hamlet out of the nowhere Cobbledale. I mean, I'm not saying like, it's not gonna be at the gate itself, but there's like space in between a city and the you see the visuals on, there's forest here, there's city here, there's like flatlands here, there's space.
Yeah, where they grow the corn.
Yeah. Oh no, the farmers, not their
Yeah.
We're trying to find out outside
I
of
am the
Adalfon
corn.
where Pelennor Fields is.
cows.
This is all we're being described.
I'll offer you this from episode 5 or 6, deep cut. You remember there is about a good day of travel of just nothing but forest in between Cobbledale and Adalfon Prime. So if you're kind of going down that main road, there's a lot of nothing except, ambiance. If you want to set up your makeshift, octagon there, totally can. You can even have like Magistra Bellina there with some backup if you want. Sam,
Did you call it makeshift? Did you
I'm
give
s-
me
I'm
a
sorry.
pocket
I'm sorry.
stadium only to call
pocket-
it makeshift?
a pocket arena.
A pocket arena?
A pocket arena. My mistake.
Don't disrespect yourself like that.
So
All
we
right,
downgraded from
proceed.
from a stadium to an arena.
The only
So-
thing that could have worked if he said ramshackle.
So
You're
it's
Hooverville Fight Square.
So went basically from Madison Square Garden to the Staples Arena.
Whoa.
To the
that's
7-Eleven
it.
on the corner.
To the 7-Eleven on the court, to the back alley behind the ABC.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's where this fight needs to take place, in the parking spots outside of the bun boys.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the new
Such-
It's
Waffle
like
Knockout, drag out fight.
Yes.
Yeah.
The new Waffle House. You are
The Bun
correct.
Boys is
Tyler.
the new Waffle House.
Right.
guys.
I love it. Just both you like slamming each other's face into like an open griddle, and someone's like, "I'd like an omelet." Wham! Wait, anyway, so
I mean, you don't go to I heard you do not go to Waffle House for the food. You go for
you
the
go
show.
there for the show.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Food.
I come from Virginia. You go to Waffle House for the 3 a.m. fisticuffs, but that's not the point. Putting things back on track. Do you want to put it in that stretch of forest between Adalfon Prime and Cobbledale? It's about half a day trip. Either way, both sides will be very safe. You can have your retinue if you want the ambiance.
Honestly,
What
it
do you
gives. I feel like it gives Cobbledale also a little bit more time to leave,
Mhm.
in case they do inhabit. I mean, if the fight goes wrong and they do want to take Cobbledale as a strong point against Adalfon, at least it gives. The farther we have it away from Cobbledale, the longer the people of Cobbledale have to leave.
Yeah.
You know where we could have it? The quarry. where we caught him the last time.
Where we buried all of them.
Ooh,
Right.
the
Didn't
quarry
we
of death.
Hold on, didn't it like explode though?
Yeah.
Well, it's
that's why
a
they're all buried.
rubble pile.
Shambles.
There's a ton of dead orcs and one warbird of the Red Rock tribe down there, I think, but everything else is fine.
I mean, if any place is orc haunted, that would be it.
Yo, let's go.
I mean, it's the only landmark that we know of that's between Cobbledale and Adelphon. So it would make sense. Also, narrative.
I like that it puts Xanakin in his place.
It would also be a big power move. Like,
Yeah,
we're gonna set the fight where all your people died.
and where you lost
Yeah.
the last time.
Yeah.
If we were having this conversation in character, does anybody say the words orc haunted to Ichi?
Oh
This is
no.
important.
No.
You know
No.
what? Rufa will. Rufa's gonna.
What does he say exactly?
So if any place is haunted in this area, it'd probably be that orc haunted quarry, where we poof all those orcs.
I'm sorry. You want me to fight to the death, surrounded by vengeful orc spirits?
What we do not know if they are vengeful. They probably will pass. If anything, this would be big itchy energy. Big powder move.
Like, what gives me the have we ever talked about this?
No, talked about
Talk
what?
about what?
What gives me the
I felt like it
muscles.
was the ring, and then maybe the hammer after that. I don't know if we've gone over this though.
I mean, I'm good at push-ups, but you ever notice when I get angry and I'm fighting real good and there's like kind of like a glowy spirit
Oh,
No, I'm with
energy?
you, but Alona glows all the time. We just thought it was a thing.
True. And Rufa always thought that, you were just really into it.
this explains the mushrooms, though.
Yeah. Okay. So here's the deal. I'll be real with you. I cannot do anything that will disrespect the spirits of anything, unless that thing is particularly trying to kill me and others. Can you? So you're gonna have to guarantee me that that jives. Did you not read my writer? When we all joined, did I not give that to you guys?
You never
Talks about the
submitted
green
such a
M&Ms
form.
and
Huh.
crap.
I didn't get a letter.
If you've submitted the form, Rufa would have notarized it. He is a registered notifier.
So I didn't. That's why. That explains a lot about all of this.
What we Rufa only say it haunted as in, it's not really haunted. At least that Rufa knows of. It's a place. If anything, as Rufa said, it would give us a psychological edge.
Perception check. Does Rufa believe that it's not haunted?
Do you mind if she rolls for that?
I can just, if you want to, sure.
I mean, if you want to tell her straight up, that's your choice as well.
Sam, do you want me to just tell you straight up, or do you really want to roll for it?
Up to you. Whatever you like.
Okay, heads you roll, tails you don't. Heads you roll.
Okay. It's a dirty 20.
Rufa really does not believe that it's haunted, at least from what he knows of.
All right.
I mean,
All
Rufa
right.
is pragmatic out of all of us, I think.
So, to confer, we are placing this fight in the quarry outside of Cobbledale, correct? All right.
She is satisfied.
The terms are agreed upon. by tomorrow night, Xanakin and his buddies will meet you for the championship fight there. There is a pause in an eyebrow raise of recognition from Xanakin, hearing that about that quarry. And then you see this kind of bittersweet, wry smile as he goes, I think this is good. I think this is a good place. I will see you tomorrow night. Pray to gods, drink lots of ale, do what you have to do. You will sleep well. I will see you tomorrow night.
Stay hydrated.
This
Yes,
is
with
when
blood and alcohol.
Oh God. Blood and alcohol. Delicious. This is where we learn that Xanakin is actually a spirit barbarian as well, but he uses the spirits to aid him from his fallen comrades. So we're really going through with this. This is the plan that we've settled on it. This is it.
Hey, look, I'll be honest. I really thought we were going to head back to Adelphon and find somebody else to die for the cause. Ichi's the one to put her hand in the air. I did not expect that.
Rufus will still goes to Tobias.
Well, I just, no matter who it is important that you know I can bring you back, but sometimes there are things that are done to you where I can't. If you lose your head, if you get sent to, if you're cursed and sent to somewhere where I can't reach you, I have power, but there's still a limit to my power, because otherwise I would have brought everybody back.
Yeah. I get it. I just, go out there, give them a good show, and just gotta keep my head in the game, right?
You are our reigning champion.
Remember, there is nothing wrong with fighting dirty.
Yeah.
I don't know what this fight entails, honestly, from start to finish. I have no idea what he's going to show up with. It seemed he had an inkling for those blades or something he pulled off of his belt. I feel like at the end of the day, Ichi, I don't want to stand in the way of your choice, but I honestly think this one was made a little hastily. I think that we don't really know what we're up against. We don't know who he is now. And I know you can come out on top, but I'm not going to lie in saying that I'm not worried.
Honestly, if we had more time, Rufa still thinks we should just gone out to Korrokos.
Well, this was our bargain for Cobbledale. It may not win us. I don't know. I don't know how it will go. But it's what we got.
It is what we got. And you're very brave and selfless for offering your time, and I don't feel like that should be ignored. Thank you for taking the responsibility for people that you don't know in a land that is foreign in a way, with people that are almost strangers. We are in the most outrageous circumstances, doing the most outrageous things, and you're here putting your life on the line for the greater good. and that should be acknowledged.
It's, it's not, I just didn't want to see, Tobias has only been an intern for so long. It would really suck for him to die before he got a raise.
Are you bloody joking? I'll rank you all. Why are the bloody not? And you just see Tobias stamping around the background.
So yeah, it's not because I'm like brave. I just I'm good at hitting things. It's mostly because I can't live with seeing that guy get killed by.
Well, I'm instead of us just going around here and giving us what our thoughts are to you, what do you need? You've got a day before this goes. We need to get you as well rested as possible while we deal with getting Cobbledale out of there. So what do you need? Where do you need to go?
Oh, what do I need? I need us to do what we got to do for Cobbledale, whatever that is, getting people out of there, making sure everyone knows what's happening. Then I think I need to just relax. Maybe we can all hang out.
Right.
I know the coffee supply isn't great around here, but
yeah,
magic hooch? Do you have magic hooch?
Yeah, I can get something going. Don't you worry, Ichi. I just if that's the case, honestly, we should probably just send somebody now over to Cobbledale. If they don't want to get moving now, maybe they'll get going by dawn.
Do one of us want to go? Do we want to send someone to go?
And the intern.
I don't know if I can trust him with that big of a project.
Hera, Antigone, would you mind warning Cobbledale for us?
Yeah. Sure thing. First light, we'll go and we'll make sure everyone knows. We have the papers that prove we're part of the tip of the spear, so they should listen to us. Yeah.
Oh, but actually, Tobias, you should go with them.
Yeah, of course. I'll do that. Yeah.
All right, so that's one thing off the to-do list.
What's in your rider, Ichi? We can try and get you the things from that.
Oh, when I wrote that, I was a different person. It's a lot of frivolous demands, a lot of, make sure fans don't look me directly in the eye kind of thing. But things have changed. Things have changed. I still don't like the green candies though. So if we get, the mixed bag with the rainbow if someone will eat my greens, you don't have to remove them before I see it though.
Will finish your greens, even though Rufus recommends you eat all your greens, get all the vitamins and the minerals.
Thank you.
Okay. So you're saying in order for us to prepare for your big battle tomorrow, we're all going to hang out and bond a little bit more? Yay!
Alona's read about this in books. It's called Summer Camp.
Friendship bracelets!
Oh my god!
Oh my god, what even wanting to make those? Alona pulls out some rope. Does this work? She starts untangling the rope like this. Wait, there's supposed
I'll teach you all about it.
Okay, can we make friendship bracelets though?
What?
I'm absolutely 100% down for friendship bracelets. Any other role play before we call it a night? And I know you want to make some magical hooch. So how about this? Just to kind of speed things along, for the sake of just call it like a small montage or like a clip. I want everyone to do a roll for their downtime action of how you're spending time together. This does not mean that you making magical hooch will mean that's the only thing you do. It's just the thing you contribute to the event. And there can be other games played, etc., etc. So I'm gonna do it really quickly. Give me the roll and tell me what you're rolling for. We'll go from there. If you do want to make an actual elixir, Ian, let me know.
Yep, I'm looking that up right now. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Me not even having my character sheet out, it's fine.
I'm gonna use my hero
No
point
judge.
already.
Oh no.
I am, because I really want to have a good push-up session with Ichi. Maybe she'll teach me to do burpees instead.
Can I contribute to this action?
Sure.
Because I still rolled like crap.
Ooh, that was well. Oh wait, I forget my bonus is ridiculous.
Oh,
That's
also
19 for
ooh,
aid.
help.
Nice. That'll do. That'll do. What do you got there, Sidney?
I got a 13 now.
Okay. That will be one success. Not bad. So you get one more point towards your next strength. And Ichi, if you want to do something by yourself or something with someone else, you know, that assistance doesn't have to be your only choice. Rufa, what are you doing?
I'm not sure what to roll for this. Basically, I want Rufa to kind of be Mick from Rocky, like kind of strategize a good, thing, try to make up a game plan.
You know what? I'll go with warfare lore. I think that could
Okay.
work.
All right. Then that will be a 28.
Nice. Yeah. So you're going over a great strategy. You're talking about like working the angles and cutting off the retreat, and you're just kind of like taking out all the anxiety, all the fears. Like, you've been here before. Breathe. You've done this a million times. This is your arena that he's stepping into. Like, giving her all the pep talk.
Yeah. Like, friend Ichi. All right. When he ain't looking, you just grab a handful of the sand on the ground and just yell, "Bucket sand!
Bucket sand.
Bucket sand! Right in the eyes!"
Right in the eyes.
And then you swift kick right to the groin.
Swift kick.
Exactly. No matter what anybody says, to survive, there's nothing wrong with fighting just a bit dirty. Even the best fighters, they all do it.
All right,
as long as you don't get got. Remember, lies, sometimes you have to lie, cheat, and steal.
Don't
Your
get
way into victory.
got.
Lie, cheat, and steal your way to victory.
Beautiful. Thank you, Rufa.
Mm-hmm.
Ian, are you ready?
I am. There is a mutagen in the alchemist items called Serene Mutagen. I'm actually using this for the fluff text more than the actual effect on this one. But it says, you gain inner serenity, focused on the fine details and steeled against mental assaults. So basically just kind of want to, if I can make that with the crafting check that I usually put for hooch and such, since I have that free archetype. If I can craft that, I kind of want to use it for the fluff check of just giving Ichi, kind of that calm and easy for bed.
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
And if it's not that, we can totally use something else that would give the same effect.
No, that's fine. Do you want to use this for just tonight or have this effect carry over for tomorrow?
No, it would be just tonight. Honestly, I don't want to influence too much with the other mutagens and stuff. It could probably actually throw her Ichi off her game.
Yeah, absolutely fine, especially this free mutagen, because that'd be a pretty bad penalty for it to have on a fight.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
what I will say is you can absolutely make this. What's the total number?
So the total number is a 19 total.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. That's more than enough. You successfully make a very kind of chill brew. It definitely takes the edge off. Just smelling it, it's like chamomile tea, just kind of fills you with this Zen. You can feel your heart stop pounding as hard against your chest. It's a very, very nice, relaxing drink.
I also have an action that I want to have for tomorrow morning before
Okay.
the fight, if possible.
Sure,
at some
sure.
point.
What is? Yeah, well, tell me that right now, just so I can prep that.
I have a small bag of Asmacon coffee grinds on me still, written inside of down in my backpack.
All right. You want to make some?
Yeah, it literally can make a single cup of this stuff. Is what was left over from the last time that I did the brew, and I want to make sure Ichi gets that.
Hell yeah! Why don't you roll it for me now, just so we
Great.
can kind of prep
Yeah,
that.
will do.
And so before the big fight, Ichi is gonna get some home coffee.
Bless your soul.
Great. I got a 23 total.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm very excited about that.
I'm giving you bonuses. I don't know to what yet, but all of this is gonna give you like just hench in the morning. Kylie, what's your downtime action before the big fight?
So, because my dice just love to screw with me, I actually do have Shionibus making kind of friendship bracelets, but it's more, the pattern is more of like homage to what she learned as a child, and so it's more of like an intricate movement, but she wants to do it when no one else is looking. So I rolled a crafting check and I got a 19, which makes it a 21.
That's perfect. Heck yeah. Okay. Does anyone else want to?
No one else is looking.
Oh, no one else is looking. Okay. Got it. All right. So you guys are having this great party. Ichi, before we get to the quick wrap up and go straight to the fight, is there anything else you want to do before the morning? You've helped Ichi get a good push-up sesh. You've had some great relaxing drink. You're getting a pep talk from Rufa. One last thing before we call it a night.
Yes. I would like to make a roll. While this is all happening, I'm going to make a performance check to see how well I can spend time with my friends and pretend like I'm not afraid.
Okay.
of
Here's
tomorrow.
what we'll do. Everyone, I need to know your perception DC. That is your perception plus 10.
20.
Okay. 20.
Same.
20. Okay. Ian, what's your perception? It's just a
All right, my
perception plus
perception. Sorry, yes. It'll be 21.
21. Nice. And Rufa, what is your perception DC? Your perception stat plus 10.
Yeah, will my bonus from the Green War stack on this or not?
I'm going to say no. So this is more
Okay.
about your friend than the war.
All right, 20.
20. So you have to beat a 21 in order to convincingly lie to your friends that you're okay. Those are words I never thought I'd say on a show.
Yep. All right, here we go. Let's see. Let me calculate that. I think that might be it. It's a 21.
21. Well, rules are saying meet to beat. So everyone feels like Ichi is actually having a really great time. She's laughing at your jokes. She's all smiles. She's dancing really heavy. You can see that she's actually having a great and tremendous night. And then somewhere in the quiet din of the night before destiny, when everyone is all rosy cheeked from push-ups or drinks, Shionibus walks up to Ichi. And when no one is looking, hands her something. Shionibus, please continue.
I like made this. I know I don't seem like I care a lot of the time. But I'm really happy that you decided to join us and really proud of you.
It's so pretty.
Yeah, I learned it when I was a kid. Surprised I kind of remember, but I made one
Um,
for Alona too, so it's like we like all the ladies have one.
oh. She puts it on and kind of just looks at it on her wrist. Thank you so much.
Yeah. You just gotta promise me one thing though.
Yeah.
Stay alive. Please.
I'm gonna do my best.
You got
Can,
this.
can, can I give you a hug?
Oh God.
Please. Please, Shion, it's just one time. No one has to know.
I guess.
Okay, no one can see us. She hugs. And she's a dwarf,
Pat,
remember. How tall are you, Shion?
She's like 6'2". Just hug the knees.
You were you the one that had the 21?
The 21 was Woodward, I believe.
Yeah, that was me.
I see, okay. Somewhere his vibes are just off.
Single tear rolls down his cheek as he feels two people have finally come to their inner senses of being friends. He doesn't know who, though.
His Woodward sense is tingling.
Woodward says,
It's beautiful. Mush, go back to bed.
Don't see me like this.
Ichi releases Shionovis and says, well, I've never had the fate of like an entire nation riding on me specifically. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, I'm definitely not the person for advice on that one. You're gonna do great though. Like if anyone can do it, it's you. And clearly we've all seen you mess up some orcs before. So
That means so much because you like really didn't like how good I was at killing orcs when we first met. I remember.
I didn't say I disliked it. I was just kind of jealous of your ability to like just hit things really hard.
But Shionovis, you're beautiful and perfect, and you can shoot things really far away, and you have so much grace.
Things aren't as they appear sometimes. But maybe you should get some rest.
Yeah, you're right. Well, thank you. Friends forever.
Friends forever.
So what I'm going to say is everyone gets a hero point for that lovely group scene. And Sam, the day of triumph has come. You get an amazing cup of down-home coffee. Alona and you both find a friendship bracelet around your wrist from someone that you know very well. The special pep talk from Rufa.
Oh, one question.
Mm-hmm.
Did Alona just wake up with that bracelet on? There's no, so she just woke up and now there's a bracelet.
Kylie, would you allow me to say she wakes up with it on her wrist like some dream come true situation?
Yep, but Shionovis is not on her.
Yeah.
And Luna just rolls up her bedroll and just like one tear just like her face.
Oh my god. I love that. So I want you to write down these buffs that you are about to get. For the pep talk from Rufa, you are going to get a +1 bonus to hit. I'm going to allow this to stack with any other sources of bonuses. +1 to hit. from the special home coffee with the caffeine of your people rippling through your bloodstream. You get a +1 to damage. This stacks with literally everything else. Go ham. I'm going to regret it, but YOLO. Last but not least, looking at the friendship bracelet on your wrist reminds you that you've made a promise not to die today. You get a +2 to AC. So when you walk into this fight, you'll be at +1 to hit, +1 to damage, and +2 to your AC score. Now,
That last one was beautifully anime. I can't die because friends.
The power of friendship keeps me alive. So yeah. So you start your morning, you hang out, you walk over to the quarry, it takes some time. You get there and it's exactly like most of you remember it. The war table is still there, but blown over and thrown way to the side because the explosion from episode 6 kind of wrecked the whole place. It's a little dirty and dusty. You're seeing the foreman's room completely broken and shattered. You're seeing all the old orc and goblin touches left around the quarry's work area, completely destroyed by the explosion. There's dust and debris everywhere. And remembering that it was completely blown up, you probably don't want to go sifting through anything until you get to the quarry itself. It's still a massive quarry. Now it's made a little smoother from all the rock falling and all the destruction. After a few minutes, you get down to the bottom of the quarry and you set up the portable arena. I would love it, Sam, if you explain to me how this little device goes from a pocket-sized item to a full-sized badass fighting arena. Tell me that tale, please.
Yes. Okay. So Ichi pulls it out, and don't remember how you described it originally, but I imagine it's kind of like a Polly Pocket. A little Polly Pocket. So this miniature, like enclosed type of things, she unhooks it and sets it on the ground and pushes a button on the side and tells everyone, okay, stand back. This take about 5 minutes, and steps back, and all the pieces start like unfolding, and each piece like a what do you call that? A spiral just keeps unfolding from another piece until the whole base of this arena is laid out, and then you hear a whoosh as it starts sucking in air into it, and everything just starts to plump up before the eyes, and before you know it, boop, there it is.
I love that. It's like one half like bouncy house, one half like just this like transformer Polly Pocket. I love it. Do you want a basic arena? Do you want like a cage or like a steel like cell? What do you want to fight in?
I thought didn't we sell Xanakin on the cage side of things so nobody else could interfere? Like, wasn't that as horrible as it is? Wasn't that a selling point?
I think maybe like the Thunderdome, it's like caged in, but there's like some holes. So if somebody needs to reach in and pull an Ichi's body out, they can.
Okay. We're Thunderdome. Cool. I'll be right back. And when we get back, we're going to kick off with this. Thank you so much for the Thunderdome. Be right back.
So basically a giant dome with a big hole up top and people-sized holes on the sides.
Yeah.
What do you call it? In playgrounds, they have those jungle gyms.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
So I need to make sure that the chair fits through one of these holes.
Yeah.
Put the chair into this.
Certainly.
There.
On the
There's like a
side,
certain
there's a
amount of
little
damage.
symbol that says play school.
Play school.
With the SKOL.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Throwback. I haven't
Distant
thought,
memory.
right? I haven't thought about play school plastic. Wow. Ow.
They're still
I
making
can't
toys.
stop thinking of them because I've played them for over 24 hours at work. And
Hey.
They actually recently released some really cool Ghostbusters toys.
Ooh, who
Yeah.
you gonna call?
Mm-hmm.
Play school. So Xanakin though.
Susanna
Well-
can know.
I mean, if all worst comes to worst, we just gank him here, right?
Yeah.
We got the rest of Adelphon behind us.
Like I said,
I don't think Woodward's actually looking at this to
Sorry.
be a fair fight. I
Yeah.
think he's just like, yeah, let's get him into this cage, where he's completely surrounded.
Well, he said he didn't write the letter to you, so we have to investigate that too.
Yeah, but that
Pocket
means he
sand
doesn't
and kick
trust
him in the
me, and that's
groin.
almost just as bad.
Sorry, I thought I had like a cage element that I could put. I have like a lamp, but it's fine. We'll go without it.
Oh,
it's
you
a-
were gonna have props?
Yeah, but it's okay. Next time.
Uh-huh. PJ, we decided it's a play school cage.
Mhm.
Very small label, but if
Yeah.
you look close enough.
Okay. Cool. So what I'm going to say is the Thunderdome. If you do a knockback attack that goes into the dome, if they basically have no escape, it'll be doing knockback damage. So about like basically fall damage equal to how much distance they would have gone. The good old fashioned throw their back into the wall. So after some time, nightfall finally occurs, and you see Xanakin and like his 6 friends kind of, looking up at you or looking down at you from the top of the quarry. They make their long trek down, and he kind of looks at them and he starts whispering to them in Orcish. He's like pointing and gesticulating wildly, like bigly's not a word, but with big gestures, and he looks them all in the eyes, and he kind of makes a gesture, and they all nod. And then he turns around to you and smiles, kind of warmly, like a friend would. And he goes, "Hello, Ichi. This is a good night. This is good. This is good. How do I get into this amazing thing?"
Oh, right here. She kicks the side, and one of the like bar sections just kind of swings open like it's on a hinge.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. And he climbs up, gets into the hole, closes the door behind him.
Is that
he
door
kinda-
just, can you open that door from the outside? I want to be fully prepared for any outcome. I want to know
Yeah.
how to get in, and I want everyone else to be acutely aware of it as well.
Ichi would have shown you the places where you
Good.
could have
Okay.
like you kick
Okay.
it and it pops open.
It's said and recorded.
Mhm.
Thank you.
All right. So everyone knows the way in. The other orcs that are there, they kind of see him. They kind of cross their arms, and they just kind of like nod, kind of like knowingly and very measured to Xanakin, who kind of like nods back at them. You see him kind of looking around the arena, impressed by its structure, grabbing the sides, testing the cage and seeing that it's good. Yeah, this is good. This is a good cage. I like this. This is good.
We could always change up our plans. I could teach you the ways of lucha. You could travel the world fighting in a cage like this for the rest of your life, cheering crowds, brand deals.
The life of a performer is not mine. He takes off from his back this giant spear. It looks like it's easily 10 to 15 feet long. And you just see him start kind of waxing down the handle and the blade. And it's all that kind of like those matte black spears that were being thrown at Cobbledale forever ago. This is definitely the totem weapon of his people. And he kind of grips it and he goes, This is me.
Yeah, you don't need to wax on my account.
No, it's for my grip. So I don't
Oh.
get too splinter. It's so I can adjust my grip on the fly.
Yeah.
Please. Okay, so he pats his chest and then he kind of mimics patting your chest and he goes, "No hard feelings. We are warriors."
I should have made you a friendship bracelet.
Friendship bracelet. What is friendship bracelet?
So a friendship bracelet is when you know a person
Mhm,
and you spend time with them,
mhm,
kind of like how we're spending time together right now.
mhm.
And you get to know them and you get to really
Hmm,
know what they're about and like respect them.
Yes.
And it's a symbol.
Huh. We have a clan scar. We share a very specific ritual where we scar each other. Very specific place. It's good. That's what you know. That is family. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. All right. He looks over to the other orcs and nods, and they look at him and nod, and he kind of looks to you and goes, well, his hands kind of twist and throttle into his spear. No time like the present, yes?
Yep, let's do this.
All right. Ichi, roll
I
initiative.
think-
Michael, what's up?
Really quick. Did you get my message, PJ?
No.
Oh, I was gonna give Itchy something right before the fight.
Let me know what that is right now, really fast. What is it?
It's a talisman. Actually, I'm gonna fix the talisman on her weapon.
Oh, cool. What talisman are you fixing to her?
The iron cube. It's a blackened iron cube on a chain. Basically, just gonna be wrapped. It's wrapped around her axe. So when she activates it, she could use the fighter's knockback feat.
Okay. Cool. And it's usable once, correct?
Yes.
All right.
Explain it
Rufus
one
gonna be
more
like-
time.
Basically, 2 actions. You roll if you hit and deal damage, you could attempt a athletics check to trip the creature you hit.
I feel
So-
bad for Sam because she's basically getting a new character sheet. You get a plus to this, a plus to that. This is a one-time ability. You get a plus to this over here.
Yeah. Don't forget it.
Rufus
That's
gonna be
okay.
like, so if you are on the ropes or you have him on the ropes, crush this cube and trust Rufa. Something very good could happen.
Thanks, Rufa.
Okay. So Ichi, roll me that initiative.
18.
No way.
Why? You roll 18?
He did. Okay.
Roll off. Roll
What's-
again.
What's your dexterity modifier?
3.
3. Okay, you are gonna go first.
All right.
All right, Joe. When you get a chance, play Gathering Strength and Gathering Courage and Mistakes.
Oh.
It's actually Xanakin's theme, but this is what it's called. So Xanakin looks to you and he goes, all right. By your leave, suddenly the clouds start to get heavy and dark in the night sky. With a crack and rip of the atmosphere, rain starts to pelt the arena. This is mostly for ambiance. This will not give you any penalties as your cage is keeping you safe from most of the rain, but it is impossible not to feel a cold, wet sting every couple of seconds. So you go first.
All right. Ichi will lift her axe and she's going to rage, and that spirit energy will glow around her and her eyes go bright. And she's going to charge him, make
Okay.
a run for him, and make a roll to hit.
All right. Roll with all the bonuses and hit him.
12 plus 23 to hit.
That hits. On
Woo,
the
max
dot.
damage. Sorry. I so rarely see a 12 on my d12. Okay, so that's 12 plus. I have that +1 to damage plus my normal bonus and my rage bonus, which is 3 equals. Oh, nope, +1 more because he's an orc. And the Retribution Axe doesn't do anything yet, right?
Not yet. You've not been hit yet.
Got it. That's 21 points of damage.
21 points of damage. Do you happen to have a striking rune on that weapon?
I do.
That's another weapon die on top of that, if you haven't already rolled that.
I have not. That's a D12?
That's another D12, that's right.
I forgot to write that down. That's, woo. So that's a 20, that's an 8, so that's a 29.
Okay, 29 damage. You come running up, you just run right into him. Wham! And as the rain flies off the head of your weapon on impact, you can see Xanakis. The wind is knocked out of his guts as you slam your weapon into him. Do you have any actions left?
No.
Okay. So he kind of takes the hit, kind of readjusts himself, and looks up to you with a smile and jumps up in the air, and Superman stabs the spear towards your body. He's going to use a hero point. Okay. Does a 24 hit you?
Yep.
Okay. 1, 2, and this is a power attack, so that is 3. You take 27 damage, piercing damage, as he Supermans this spear right into you with all of his might. And as he does, he grabs the back of it and throws his weight into you as well. He's trying to knock you prone. This will be considered a I'll shove prone.
Real quick, how much was that damage?
I think I said 27.
Got it. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay. What is your fortitude DC?
12.
22, meet to beat. So he stabs, and with all of his might, puts his twist of his back ankle and all of his upper body into it. He stabs you, and he knocks you back on your back. You can feel the rain pelting your face. It's your turn. He has the spear, like with one hand pointed at your body.
Okay. But I'm still standing, right?
You're knocked prone.
Oh, I'm knocked prone. Okay. From the ground, I hope I can do this. From the ground, I'm going to push myself off the ground, and as I get up, I'm going to hover my hand in front of me and produce ice.
Okay, now remember, you're not freezing anything. You're literally creating a bunch of hotel ice.
Yep. And
Okay.
you hear the sound effect?
Yeah, and the horrible. You want to create. Okay, you create a buttload of ice with one action. What do you do from there?
And I am going to. I'm gonna try to push him into the ice against the. Get up, push him into the ice against the wall, so he like trips up.
Okay. Give me an athletics check.
Okay. That is a 29.
That is a success. I pre-rolled the reflex save. He does not save. As you grab him and move him, he starts to slip on the ice. Eventually, he completely loses his balance, slams his head into a bar on the edge of the cage. He takes damage. You have one action left.
All right. I'm gonna do an axe attack.
You're still on the ground. Are you going to try and do it from the ground?
No, I need to get up.
Okay.
I'm gonna get up.
Getting up will end your turn. So as you get up, you see Xanakin bleeding from the forehead, just pooling down in his eye. And as he turns, he wipes it and smears it across his face. Kind of spits whatever blood is collected on his upper lip. And he comes at you with another strike. What's your AC?
Right now it's 20 because I'm raging.
This will be a dirty crit.
Oh, fuck. Sounded like a lot of dice.
It was, but I rolled low.
Hmm.
Wait, this is a spear.
We'll take it.
One.
Just take it. Just anything.
Okay, good.
Running out of water to nervously chugs.
Oh god, he's getting out the book.
Yeah, there's multiple charts he's now
No.
he's looking over.
The late.
Oh, no.
As Ichi pushes up from the ground, she looks at her friendship bracelet and she feels in her heart the strength to get up off the ground and turns to face him.
As you turn to face him with blood in his face and the blood making the wood of his spear stick to his grip like glue, he moves right up to you, ducks low, and then turns with his entire hip and makes the sound that an orc makes in training when they're fighting. This is like an instinctual, like a rally cry as he goes, "Hoo! Fa!" And he twists with his hip and he takes a 10-foot spear and thrusts it through your mid-center, dealing 35 piercing damage. And as you bounce off the tip of the blade, he looks at you with the other hand, taking the blood across, and he looks at you, and in Orcish, he says, "You are fearing me. You're right to do so." Ah! You are now frightened too, as the intimidating strike crits on you, which means you take a -2 to all checks and DCs. This will go down by 1 each turn until after 2 turns, it is gone.
That's bad.
Uh,
This does not look good, guys.
I'm worried, but
Yeah.
we got him the first time. You can do it now.
Yeah.
It's your
Let
turn.
me see what I can do.
remember when PJ said he rolled low?
Ooh, that's bad. That's
I
bad.
know.
It was like 3 2s, y'all. It was just the bonus damage
Ooh,
that sucks.
Yeah.
That is bad.
Let me think. What are we gonna do here? Oh,
+7, +4, and then the strength bonus.
Yeah. I looked it up. I was like, why is he rolling 3 dice for the ×2?
so when I have a feature that says a circumstance bonus
Mhm.
to damage, is that just a straight number that gets added to my die roll?
Yes.
Okay. And how does he look right now?
He is bloodied.
Okay. Ooh. All right, I think I gotta do this because if he gets one more hit on me, I'm down. Like that's all it's gonna take. So what are my penalties that I have right now?
A -2 to checks and DCs, not hits. If you have to make a save, -2. If you make a grapple check, -2. Everything else is solid.
You got it. Okay. All right, I know what I'm gonna do. All right. Each is gonna start with an axe attack, straight up. Hero point to reroll that. That's better. It's 27 to hit.
27 does hit. Kylie will be right back. She has to check her computer really fast. So 27 will hit.
All right. And let's do this damage. That is plus. That's 24 points of damage.
That was your first hit. You have 2 actions left. And you are raging, correct?
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
Oh, I didn't add the retribution axe damage. So that's an extra 2 points now that's active.
All right.
It literally all matters.
Yeah, it really does.
Every point right now.
Okay, so this is the hard choice because I have 2 actions left. Can I take 1 to shove and my final one to make 1 more axe attack? Will that fit in my?
Yeah, if you want to shove her or him, sorry, you'll be getting a -2 to the shove. And you can axe attack directly after that, but he will be out of your melee reach once you shove him.
Oh, so what would be my penalty to the axe?
Regrettably, if you push him 5 feet, you'll have to move to hit him. So you won't be able to actually attack him.
All right, we're scratching the shove. We're doing this. I've never done this before. Because this is all I got left. Because if he gets 1 more on me, that's it.
All right.
Ichi winds up with her axe. And you see her glow more than like you've ever seen her glow before. And she is putting all of her rage into this attack. And she's going to use her Furious Finish feat.
Oh, okay. Hold on, before you do this, I want to make sure, because I know we're trying to wait to get Kylie back on the screen. So I want to hold some tension. I want to make sure everyone's face on screen before we roll this out. There we go. Okay.
There we go.
So.
Because they don't know. They don't know.
So give me first the roll to hit.
Okay. All right, hero point for that because I have 1 more left. Come on, dice. Okay, thank God. All right. 17 plus 11 to hit is 28 to hit.
That's a hit. So
okay.
Give me all that damage.
Damage. Okay. So circumstance bonus to number of rounds remaining in my range, and we've only gone 2 rounds so far, right? Got it. Oh God. I'm freaking out, so I don't even know what I'm doing. All right, rolling. Rounds. I have 8 rounds left.
It's gonna be ridiculous.
All right, it's 31 points of damage. And then you could describe what this effect has on me.
So you take your axe, you swing it into his midsection with all your rage. You could even see tears that glisten like diamonds in the night sky, like stars twinkling in the rain, as you cleave into his stomach. And as the axe finds its home in between the muscly fibers of his intestines, you see him start to slump to his knees as he drops his axe. And his hand just hovers as it curdles into a fist, and he slowly raises his head as blood is now pooling in his eyes and rage overtakes his now almost lifeless form. He reaches in and pulls out one of his punch daggers. What was your AC again?
It is 20 right now.
He raises it to punch you square in your throat, And as he approaches your neck, his hand stops dead in front of you, relenses the blade, and he falls with his head to your shoulders. You can hear him breathe heavily in the rain as he grabs you by the back of your head with his last vestiges of strength and says to you, Ichi, I trust you. On the blood of my body and the spirits of my people. Keep Zaka safe. And he falls lifeless, face down in the ring as the rain mixes with his ever-pooling blood in the night sky. As he dies in front of you, the other orcs with their arms crossed hang their head and nod, knowing full well what comes next. Woodward, the jewel you're holding onto suddenly glows with the light of the morning sun. Warm in your hand as you hold it, you can hear Xanakin's voice saying in your head, Woodward, I trust you. Lakin Nunu, I trust you.
I guess Woodward's gonna run up with the vial, the jewel, into the ring. I'm not entirely sure what to do with it at this point. The words match the paper. It's glowing. I'm going to bring it, I guess, to Ichi.
Ichi, the minute this necklace gets near you, standing behind Woodward is the spirit of Xanakin, the ghost of Xanakin. And he looks to you and he pats his chest and he says, no hard feelings.
Ichi has collapsed to the ground because this move was everything she had. If it didn't work, she would have had nothing left. And I think she sees him there and her vision just goes shaky and she's just not sure that it's him. I think she passes out.
Suddenly you are joined in the ring by 6 unarmed orcs who stand straight, back straight, chest out, chin up, and in Orcish they say, Polemoras Korrokos. Polemoras Korrokos. We here pledge a war promise to kill Korrokos. And they say this to you all. One of them in really untrained common starts to say, we hear creeds. If Xanakin no more, we fight for you.
Is Ichi awake for this? Because she passed out, right?
She said she passed out. However, there is now a new voice in the cadre of spirits that talks to her, one that only speaks in Orcish. You have now all received a magical item known as the Merit of Xanakin. This item gives you a +2 to any charisma-based checks against any orc you talk to. This also allows, no matter what the cultural relevance, your ability to flip orcs for your army.
It looks like we're going on a diplomacy expedition next.
Oh, no fuck yeses. Next, we are on the hunt for Korrokos.
Understanding that you just said Korrokos, all of the orcs just go Polymoros Korrokos, like they are flipping ready to war.
Alona's gonna run into the ring and immediately heal Ichi. Immediately heal Ichi. Would you like me to roll for that? Or because I can. I can definitely do that.
You?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Yep.
All right. So
She's
I'm gonna-
breathing. She's just out cold.
Yeah, well, you said it took everything out of you, so I might as well just use my rebuke death right now, and just like roll my. I don't have 3d6 on me right now. Hold up, I gotta do some math. That is 15. You get 15 points of health back.
I was at 12 HP, which probably would have been literally any hit he had got on me at that point.
I
Been it.
Christ.
you guys were there was no defense in the game. That was the crazy part of that fight is everybody hit every time and it just got bad quick.
Yeah.
You
Can
wanna
Alona
know-
try and feed Ichi some choco meat?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's
Great.
like smelling salts for Ichi.
Oh.
You just like can the protein.
It's like Popeye, the music starts kicking in, da 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 da, and she just pops back up.
Mm-hmm.
Me with the energy drinks.
What's this? Alona? What? Ugh. I don't. What? What is that? Ugh.
Ichi, hi.
Ugh.
Hi, this is choco meat. You don't have to try it ever again.
Ugh.
Ichi, you did it.
She looks around. She, with like the dissipating spirit energy, does she feel that orc voice? I assume, PJ.
Say that again.
As she wakes up and looks around and like the spirit energy is like dissipating, does she hear that orc voice?
You hear just the last words he said to you, but they echo from the necklace that Woodward is holding.
Wow, that was a time. We've got a lot of work to do, don't we?
I'm afraid it just begun. Honestly. But I think I think this is yours. I'm not all much connected to the afterlife of things, and it just kind of seems to look, it started glowing, and I'm not here. Woodward tries his best to explain it and then hands it over to her.
You don't need to explain. He's in it. Kind of.
I'll be honest, Ichi, that did not settle my mind at all. But we're gonna that's you did great.
Yeah. The last thing he said to me was to keep Zaka safe. I think that's the bargain that we made here without really knowing it.
Well, it seems a little crazy now as a thought, but if we can get him on our side, we won't be upset about it.
I think once we show him that, she gestures to the merit. I think he'll understand more than anybody else. We just have to wait for Larry and Voss to get back.
So really fast, I want everyone to give me a perception check.
23.
Dirty
23.
20.
Drake
I got
20,
a 14.
14. Okay.
13. Each you still out of it.
13 makes total sense. What you got, Rufa? You're muted right now.
Does my Green War bonus come in?
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that is then 27.
Okay. You and Ilona hear it. You hear an unusual sound, like a canvas flapping in the high seas wind, something flapping in the breeze. In a few seconds after you're looking in the sky for what the hell the sound could be, Shionibus, you're the first to see it. A green light breaks the darkness. And as you're looking up, you see this eerie green light undulating and moving, like when light refracts off water. And soon after you see it, you can smell it. The smoke that comes from burning.
No.
Guys, something's coming.
Does
She's gonna, like,
Rufus?
point out to the canvas and the water and all that jazz.
The sound is coming. Pardon me, really quick clarification. The light that you see is not coming from the water. You're in a quarry.
Oh, that's
While there is
right, that's
water
right.
just off the side, you see it coming from up the quarry to where the trees and the forest is adjacent.
I shall point over yonder then.
PJ, have we seen this before?
I'm pretty sure I can't say Rufus gonna look harder. It's not gonna work.
Give me an Arcana check.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Woodward's kind of lost at this point, especially with that roll. And you just kind of like, Ichi, this more of that necklace stuff. I don't want to. He's just kind of taken aback by the glow happening over there.
24, PJ.
24.
Yeah.
You've not seen this, but it does spark a memory in your brain. Something green like this that burned.
No.
When you're on Mangelmaw's boat
No.
and Leon Tari was on his back and he opened his mouth and spewed green fire onto Morel's face and he screamed in pain. And as you're remembering this, you hear the shouting and terror of local woodcutters and campers as suddenly you hear the voices shout, "Fire! It's a fire!" Well, go ahead, put water on it. Water's making it worse. Water's making it much worse. What do we do? Go call the constable. Go call anyone. And you hear a bunch of running around screaming that there's a fire and water is only making it worse.
PJ, can I roll a recall knowledge crafting? Because I think I know what it is.
Crafting?
Yeah.
Go ahead and try.
I think I know the material, the element. Let's see. Yeah. Pull out the calculator. Plus one.
Like I know what this is called in Twin Mask.
Uh-huh.
Rufa knows fire. That is that's a 29.
I'll say this. If you think it's Greek fire, you're wrong.
Mm.
And assuming it's Greek fire is definitely what that roll gives you. You're like, this is, you know what? Let's just ballpark it. Akkadian fire. But it's not. Now, that being said, you see someone running to the lip and looking down at you and goes, "Hi, I don't know what you're doing in the quarry with a giant battle arena and a couple of dead people, but we need help up here."
Rufa thinks, is that Arcadian fire? It cannot be Arcadian fire. Something.
Woodward takes off.
Yeah.
The fight's done. He's running.
Yeah.
Assuming everyone's running after.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
real quick before that would happen, I would like have the orcs be like, know that they're taking care of his body and everything, and that they've got that under control.
Oh, the orcs do basically the best orc funeral they can give him, which is they basically turn his head down and they stand on his body and they tell him, "We are stepping over you." Basically, we are using your sacrifice. We are moving forward. We're using your sacrifice to propel forward. So they basically tell his body, "Your job is done. Sleep well. We're moving forward." As you run to the top of the quarry and come around the side and get to the mainland, that main stretch, you see all the trees are engulfed in green flame. A fire that licks and roils and smokes just like every other fire you've ever seen in a lantern or between fuel and kindling in a campfire, but it is dark green. And you see people in panic throwing water. You hear a horrible hissing sound, and the fire roars a little higher. And that is where we're going to take our 5-minute break. When we come back, we are going to play firefighter.
Oh. I'm not dead.
Not dead.
She's not dead. She's not
Right.
dead. See you at 9:36, everyone. Bye. Hey, everyone. Thank you so much for giving us that brief break. It's great to be back. And we're going to pick up exactly where we left off. First of all, I want to say thank you, Effie Burton, for all the subs. Thank you so much for your love and support. Now, as you have run out of the quarry and come around the side, you come to the forest just outside the quarry. All the trees are on fire by green, roiling flames. And you see the people panicking, throwing buckets of water at the fire, only to recoil as the flames hiss and grow. Now, as you look at this fire, I need you all to make either a nature check, an occult check, or an arcane check. Nature, occult, or arcane.
I hate leaving this stuff up to dice.
I'm gonna use my hero point that we got on the roleplay. Because then that's not much better.
Oh no.
Oh, the worst. Oh, that's a 15. Also, can I make like a diplomacy check to tell the villagers to stop doing that?
Also, what if you don't like the roll you did for whatever that was, you can absolutely substitute that as a diplomacy check instead.
Oh, that's so nice of you. How generous. Thank you so much.
I'm using one of the hero points.
Oh no.
Sydney,
I-
channel
you
your.
can only go up from the bottom. I rolled a nat 1 on my nature check, and what makes me mad is Ian knows what this is and Woodward doesn't.
I might surprise you.
Sydney, channel your inner Smokey.
Inner Smokey the bear.
Yeah. Alone of the bear.
Alone of the
Alone
bear.
of the-
Oh, that's cute.
That
I
does
got a
sound cute.
26 for diplomacy to tell them to stop.
They have a small bit of panic as they drop the buckets, and you can see their instinct is to throw more water on it, but they recognize your authority and they just kind of throw their hands up and they all run back to Cobbledale.
Oh,
You are now alone, just you and the roaring green fire.
great. Good.
I have a 23 for nature.
23 for nature. Okay. Really fast. Who rolled occult? Michael, what was your number?
Finally gonna use occultism. Finally. Does my green army bonus come in play or no?
I'll say yes.
Okay. That would be a 27.
All right. Ichi and Shionibus, did you roll anything?
I rolled nature and got a 21.
Okay. And Ichi.
Got a 12 for every single type of roll you suggested.
Okay. So Shionibus. While this does seem to churn and work like firewood, it is definitely made from a powerful acid that works like a fire. In fact, looking at it in depth, you realize this is somehow a breathable form of acid burst, the spell acid burst, as if breathed onto the location and then lit ablaze. That being stated, Michael, actually, let me start with Ian. This actually will make more sense. Ian, looking at the fire, this acidic fire, and how it interacts with the wood as well as the dirt itself, this will destroy and ruin the soil and trees. If it doesn't stop spreading, the whole forest will be stripped. As you see the acid burning in flame, you can actually see it corrupting the earth and the trees. It's almost like it's taking all of the life out of it. Michael, occult. Though this functions like a fire, it is still acid. Touching it would risk a serious injury because of your role, metagame a little bit. If you physically touch this fire or get any of this acidic fire on you, you will take 2d6 persistent acid damage until you can get it off of you. And because it makes a very familiar sound, you're almost positive this would have some other side effects.
Friends, stay away from this fire. It is not exactly fire, some sort of acidic chemical. Just do not touch it. Do not get it anywhere near you. It's very dangerous, and there's probably some other harmful effect.
If Woodward can act, he wants to use one of his spell slots to cast acidic burst at the edge of the fire to see if it needs the green to keep basically itself burning. If he kills the stuff at the edge, basically pre-burns it, if it doesn't have any fuel, he wants to see if that'll work. So I want to use one of my spell slots to cast acidic burst.
Okay.
The earth gets to make a basic reflex save.
The earth fails. I mean, technically the earth rolled a 15 on the die face, but we're going to give it as a negative 15.
That's actually pretty good.
Yeah, the earth is pretty dexterous. So you cast it towards the fire. The fire then kind of almost like absorbs it and stretches where the acid burst was. It is now closer to you.
I'm a bad druid. Okay. That was a bad idea. I fed it.
It makes sense why the arch druid is after you
right.
now.
Yeah.
It all makes sense.
I didn't actually study.
I
I'm
just copied
gonna...
off of Wayne on all the tests.
I'm gonna have to come up with another idea quick.
If Alona punches the fire,
Oh,
her rune of pacification, it's not gonna work.
Since the fire doesn't have a soul or a mind, it won't work. I'm sorry.
Unfortunately, just for fire.
PJ, at least from first glance, would Rufa kind of categorize this as a magic thing or a science typey thing?
You're not too sure.
Oh.
But you know it needs to get put out quick, because if this grows, not only will this burn everything down, but it will prevent nature from healing and growing back.
Could I use a recall warfare knowledge check to see if this tactic has been done anywhere and how it was neutralized, or how, that kind of stuff?
I will tell you off the bat, as you're thinking about it, you're not really sure you've ever seen this tactic used, because even Acadian fire is still an oil fire. This is not that.
Question for the location. We saw this on a cliff edge, right? Looking up. So we're kind of having to fight it. I mean, it would suck if the entire cliff edge was taken by this fire. But if we only fight it on one side, we don't have to fight it all the way around because it will naturally stop.
You do feel, because the quarry is near the water, though it doesn't touch the water, that the breeze from the ocean is coming up the quarry and will push this inevitably deeper across the continent through the forest.
Guys, we need to make it to the burning edge. We got to go. The cliff doesn't matter. The cliff top doesn't matter. We got to fight it before it gets farther into the forest. And with that, Woodward is actually going to use one of his second level spell slots to cast Sudden Blight in front of the fire, which does 2d10 negative damage. I'm trying to figure out if it's life force, if it's greenery, what this fire is eating.
Okay. Roll damage just to be safe.
Will do. Sweet. That is a 19 total.
Okay. As the grass and ground and a little bit of a tree dies, and you can see the kind of decay of that ground, you see the acid, the acid fire rests on it. It doesn't go anywhere, but it still stays and flickers. The rest of it does continue to kind of move a little bit into the forest. This one is just kind of staying where it is.
Okay, so that is a 20-foot burst around me. So that 20.
Okay.
So if that was that 20 feet, then the fire within that 20 feet has ceased to move forward at least. It may be burning, but it's not moving forward.
Yeah. Okay, what's your next plan?
Friend Woodward, do you think if we built some kind of a trench across this area, it can at least slow it down and stop it?
Maybe. I mean, if we can dig it out, but we're gonna have to go yards back so this fire doesn't catch us before we're done digging the hole.
Yes.
There's going to be land lost in this. It doesn't spread if I kill the plant matter. It seems to be surviving off of some life force or something. It's not a normal fire, but maybe that trench will devoid it of something.
We would need to
give me a lore alchemy check.
Ooh.
Sorry to cut you off, Michael. Apologize. He said something. I wanted to get this hook in because he said something.
So I do not have lore alchemy as far as things go, but let's see, it goes off of intelligence. Great. I rolled a 13.
13. Okay. As you are looking at the fire and you hear Rufus' voice saying something, you have this thought in the back of your head and you realize you are treating it like it is fire. You are not treating it like it is acid.
Hold on. Okay, acid. We gotta. It's not fire. It may not work. Okay, we gotta neutralize. We gotta neutralize the acid. Its pH levels are too high. So if we can bring it back down, we need some sort of base. Maybe we can plan it out or
dilution.
Yeah, anything of that sort. Water's not
usually water, but the water we already see that it makes it worse.
It's starting to spread, so we can try. I hate to say this, an oil of some sort, but if it's not flammable, if we need to dilute it in some other way, there's powders of some sort, maybe.
Would an alcohol liquid?
I don't know if that would help at this point. I feel like the fire may catch it. I think we would feed both at that point. Maybe we can
we could contact the town, see if they have any cooking oil or
one second, Sidney, you were trying to say something.
What? This is gonna sound like a joke. I promise it's a real inquiry. What is the pH balance of Choco meat?
Oh God.
I would say it's pretty alkaline. It's about 7, maybe 7.1. It's not too far off.
I don't know what that means.
It's pretty much on the same level as water.
Damn it.
So no. That's not actually damn it. So the thing is that water may make it spread, but the alkaline itself would actually break it up. It may work in a small quantity. To take an acid, if you look at it from a scale in the center, an acid down to 0, because it's 1 to 14, right? So 7 is actually right in the middle. So you actually want to hit that point. So if we had enough of it in one small spot, we could actually hit that 0 point.
But do we have that much Choco meat?
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
There's no way.
I will
So-
allow a lore alchemy or a perception check. And Michael, I'm so sorry. I keep stepping your toes, Michael. What were you saying really fast?
I was gonna say, so what do you guys think about the like cooking oil, vegetable oil from Cobbledale?
Woodward chimes in. I'm worried about it burning. I think you're on the right track as far as things that we need to do to break this thing up and get the acid out of the fire. But the fire is actually a whole nother component we have to handle, because if we added something like that, it would go up in a bigger blaze.
I rolled a 19 for perception.
Was I supposed to roll as well?
If you want to.
Okay. So if we're, and you said the two things were perception and lore alchemy, correct?
Yes, sir.
Right. I have no bonuses to lore alchemy, so I'm going to take perception, and that is a 25.
Okay. What'd you get, Michael?
Oh, I didn't know I was supposed to roll. What am I rolling?
Yeah, everyone, basically you're all trying to come up with ideas. I imagine you're around each other and you're shouting together.
Okay.
So this would be perception or lore alchemy.
Lore alchemy. Actually, perception will be higher.
Rolled a 14.
Too bad we don't have science. It's not a skill. I'm gonna use a hero point.
Okay.
That is a 23.
Okay. And Kylie.
17 perception.
17. Okay. What's up, Michael?
Instead, can I just look at the sky? Is thing flying around?
What?
We'll get back to that in a second. Michael, what was your
I
thought?
was
You
gonna
had a
say,
thought.
this used to be a function. Well, where we were used to be like a. How long was that quarry functioning?
As far as you could tell, it was working great until some asshole blew it up.
Okay, so it's still sort of recent. Okay, in
Yes.
character, Rufus says, goes, wait, we were just at the curry. One of the things that they produce in curries is perhaps a lie.
Not a bad idea. I will say this. As Rufus says that, you're all looking around and you realize something. At the mention of choco meat, powder, lie, quarry is still right there, full of a lot of minerals.
Fire craves that mineral.
We could maybe perhaps use a lie that the quarry produced, maybe from Cabadel, or just if they have it still any just lying around, we could just use it and see if it works.
Are we with those rolls? Am I allowed to use Ian's knowledge as Woodward's knowledge if we all figured this out together?
I mean, this is a puzzle. You guys get to solve how to put out the acid fire.
Right. I'm gonna roll a nature check to try to back up my own thing.
While you're doing that, Kylie, give me a perception check.
Okay. Oh, I'm gonna use a hero point and switch dice. Going for the purple. Let's go.
Oh,
I'm gonna use my last hero point.
damn.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Oh,
18. I did not
18.
roll above a 10 for 3 rolls.
It's not bad though. 18. Okay. As everyone's starting to figure this out, you're looking around in the sky. You keep hearing that same flapping sound, that heavy flapping sound, like a heavy canvas sail, whipped by the night air at a moor. Just and you look around and you cannot see where it's coming from, but you hear it moving one side to the other. Whatever this thing is, it's moving fast. Now back to the fire. So, Ian, what was your nature check?
My nature check as a whole was a 19 on the die face. I don't know. I guess in that respect, in the thoughts of minerals and such, if this is a true acid, Woodward talks about, I don't want to use, no, it's not lye. We need to use something below that. We need to use something like borax or, hold on. Let me just, I'm going to show you. And Woodward like runs down and tries to carve out any of what he can find to be that white substance of borax or, I don't know anything else on the top of my head that is close. I think borax is a 9 on the scale rather than something higher.
It is pretty heavily a base alkaline. I will give you that, in fact, a hero point for that. Now, as you do that, you also start to remember something about some mushrooms, other fungi, porous sponges that they seemingly have the ability to kind of intake the negative atmospheric problems in their area.
Okay. That's fascinating. If that holds up true, I'm gonna look that up. That's awesome. But if we were to something like a base on this, the true acid in the fact that it's alkaline, so we are trying to take it back down to 7, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to use my second level spell slot to use fungal infestation in a 15-foot cone across the front of the fire. It is a persistent poison damage, but it technically grows fungi to do so.
Okay, so you're expending the spell slot to cast fungal infestation in that area of the fire.
I
Okay.
am.
All right. Is there a damage roll for that, Matt? I'm just curious.
It is 2d6, and over the total of it, I rolled a 9.
Okay. So you kind of pop that mushroom and you extend your hands out and you see these spores kind of float and flitter in the air like pixie dust in a dream, and it settles into the ground, and almost comically these large, just buoyant and supple mushrooms just start popping out of the ground one after the other. You know, it's like this close to being a Disney hallucination. And as they pop out of the ground, you see them just kind of breathing like lungs expanding in the chest. And as they do, you see the green flame around them slowly start to die and just kind of shrink. And as they do, you see the fungal mushrooms start to grow a little bit. You can even see this kind of tinged, pallid green color start to take hold in the mushroom as they are literally absorbing this horrible acidic fire into their chitinous, porous bodies.
Question, can I try to cut one of those mushrooms up before it like explodes or something? Like just take it off at the stalk and see if I can put that super concentrated acid mushroom somewhere else for later.
I swear, if you go to Molly Moss and drop Molly Moss, I'm gonna be so mad.
I got a sickle. I just wanted that.
Sure. I'll tell you what. Let's do that when the whole entirety of the green fire has gone away.
Yeah,
a
that's
lot
fair.
Of it has.
So I only have one spell slot left of that.
A lot of the fire has gone away. There is a little bit left, and you still have some heavy chalky powder. In fact, does everyone else start to kind of mine the chalky powder from the quarry wall as well?
Yeah.
Sure.
Quick
Okay.
question for you.
Answer for you.
We still have bats, right?
Yes, you do. Those bats are loyal to you forever and ever.
Great. I'm going to call one of my bats, and when they're done with like the mining, I'm going to ride my bat, and they're going to grasp a bunch of that like borax like stuff in their hands and then spray it over the fire.
I love that. Okay, being a Californian, I love this kind of like drive-by, like just drop a whole bunch of borax onto a fire. All right.
Can I add some help with that? Instead of Elo just using her hands, Rufa's gonna give her a sack to fill it up with and then dump it on.
The halfling handy sack that you have?
Yeah.
All right.
You can put a lot of stuff in there.
Give me a diplomacy check as you are commanding your bat to do this this kind of flying by thing. And I saw a finger up from Kylie. Yes, Kylie.
Is it possible, while everyone's doing this, to get to a clearing in the trees that I can see where this kind of canvas sound is coming from, and kind of like track it in that way?
You do risk, because the fire is pretty chaotic, you do risk being burned. If you want to do that, you can do that with a reflex save as you try to avoid the acidic fire.
Let's do it.
All right. We're doing the reflex save. Let me know when you got it.
That is a math 29.
That is a critical save. You tell me the tale of how you clear 15 feet of burning, churning acid fire in the forest.
I'm going to just tiptoe my way, kind of like we all know the movie with like a girl who's saving China, and she has this dragon, not lizard, dragon. And he was like, get off the roof, get off the roof, get off the roof. That's quickly how she's going to kind of sidestep this acid fire nonsense.
Okay. So you do your kind of like awesome steps. You land. You see Shionimus vanish behind a curtain of emerald fire. Quick cut back. What was that diplomacy check?
That was a 19. But Alona gets completely distracted by the fact that Shionimus disappears into fucking fire.
The minute she stands up, do you have dark vision, Alona?
I have low light vision.
The minute she stands up, you can hear the bat screech as powder covers your vision and the fire goes out. And the emerald green deathly lantern in the night is gone. All is pitch black. You can see a little bit in front of you, but everything's hazy through the smoke. Woodwards, your sickle slices through these mushrooms like taking a knife through a wet and full sponge. It is not easy. It requires a lot of effort. But after about 10 minutes, you're able to get a mushroom the size of your body.
That's going to be hard to carry, but I'll take it.
And this thing is now a very potent material. We will discuss that later, much later. But thank you so much, level 1 hype train, you guys. I'm so stoked. This is the perfect time for the hype train. Hopefully it gets a 5. I don't know what I'll do, but I'll figure something out. Now, Kylie, do you have dark vision?
So I do not, but if you will allow it, I'm going to do a quick prayer to someone to ask for help.
Give me a religion check.
Okay. 17.
17. Role play for me this prayer, if you will. I don't think we can hear you. I'm so sorry. Can you guys hear her? Kylie, no!
I can't hear her.
Can't
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just between her and Anubis.
We're a little laggy. At least it seems on my end a little laggy.
Yeah, just a bit.
Y'all are frozen, so
Just
it
doing
is
shadow
what it
puppets.
is.
Yeah. So role play for me, if you will, this prayer, please.
So it's going to be kind of a phrase, and she's going to look up in like this opening of the trees and say, Ra, give me sight.
Ra, give you sight. You are praying in the darkness to the god of the sun to give you sight. You say this out loud, and then suddenly a voice answers in the dark.
What god?
Hold on, I just had a mini panic attack. Can we repeat that?
Archie, you are truly comical. Much funnier than my scouts told me.
Kylie's just having me panic attack. I'm so sorry. That doesn't sound like Anubis or what I imagined Ra to sound like.
Oh, my
Just in
name.
character.
And I go by many of them. Some call me a conqueror. Some call me a warlord. Some call me the Black Lion, these alike. But you will call me by the name that my god gave me. You will call me Korrokos.
Hey.
Stepping into view on a horse that appears to be part orc, part dragon, with the hands of a human that clabs and grabs and clips and rips the dirt out of the ground with each hoof step of its human hands, you see an orc standing like a proud rider on this beast. This orc wears black, heavy metal armor, matte. It almost vanishes in the night sky. He's got a sharp widow's peak with black wild hair that extends way beyond him, and a black beard that goes down to his chest, and black lion fur punching through the open holes of his black metal armor. You see a massive greatsword, bigger than any spear you've ever seen adorned on his back, and he holds the reins of this mighty abominational beast as his mount. And you see the smallest scar, a little chip right here under his right eye, tiny little fleck of a scar. And he looks to you and he pats something behind him on the back of his horse, on his mighty steed. And he continues.
Shionobis, it is a pleasure to finally see you. And it is not a horrible memory.
I can't even send a message to anyone. The pleasure is all mine. So, what you gonna do now? Now that you found us?
I have the one thing I came here for. Do you have what you came here for?
I mean, maybe? To be honest, I don't really know what we came here for to begin with. So, what did you come here for?
If you wish to meet him, then join him in hell.
And as he says this, you see this great sword, bigger than a spear. He easily carries with one hand, thrusts it through your whole body to the hilt. All of your weight rests onto his blade as he looks to you with a critical 20 to hit.
Oh my
I'm going to save the numbers, but I'll say this. He picks your body up on the blade like ripe meat on a shish kebab and brings you in close. And he says,
Shionobis, How could I break something that is already broken? You go back to your friends and you tell them to say my name when they pray and to look to the skies in the morning. For tomorrow, upon Adelphon, Korrokos will rise.
Uh, she's just like, I imagine trying to just like clenching the spear that's like inside her, and just like now, just like attempting not to like choke on her own blood at this point, because I have a feeling that's gonna be a lot of damage. But she's gonna spit in his face with the last bit of energy, because why not cause more problems?
You spit in his face. He doesn't even wince as you see a small, sick smile of respect cross his face. With a quick, iron-like jerk of his wrist, you are released from the biting teeth of his sword, and you slide to the ground, heavy, bloody, like thrown out old meat. You slump to the ground. Give me one quick perception check as you do that.
Are you kidding me? It makes sense, but are you kidding me? It's a 2, which makes it a 12.
12. As he turns his mount. Oh, we lost Ian. Oh, no.
It was too much
This
for
was too much
Ian.
for him.
He'll come back.
Too
Don't
much for
worry.
him.
As the mount turns around, you see these bat-like wings extend from the back of this horse-like creature. And you see behind Korrokos, in pieces, the corpse of Xanakin with the head removed and latched onto the body. And the mount bends its legs like a diver about to leap into the water. And as it flies, you can hear Korrokos' last word to the mount as he looks over at your friends and says,
Give me fire.
and the beast turns its head. You see its eyes glow green. You see its neck start to light up in the night like a lantern behind a tent flap. As it opens its mouth, the same green fire fires out of its lips and starts sailing its way towards your friends. And with that, Korrokos takes off into the night. And the beast he rides on vanishes. Everyone else, give me a reflex save as you've just put out the fire. Suddenly this little flickering green ghostly flame starts moving towards your face.
Twenty-two.
Who said 22? 22? Good.
Kylie.
Is that a critical 20? That's a critical
Oh.
20.
20.
Ooh.
I got a 16. If that fails, I would use my spiritual guide's reaction to succeed. Is it roll again?
Hey, Ian, I need you to give me a reflex save. How's it going, buddy? Good to see you.
Great. Yeah, I know, it's fine. It's cool. Just coming back in with saves.
Giona spat in Korrokos' face, so he spat in ours.
Cool.
So,
My bad.
Wait, is that what we're literally rolling a reflex save from?
Yeah.
Well,
You'll
God
see.
spit?
We'll cross. We'll burn that
Demigod
bridge.
spit.
We'll burn that bridge when we cross it. Shut up. Oh, sorry. Itchy. What was your role? You said with your spiritual bonus.
It wasn't better. Because it's my spiritual guides lets me reroll. The reroll was lower.
How low?
That is for a reflex save, that's 14.
No.
And Ian, what was that reflex?
I used a hero point, but I came back with the 21.
21. Okay. So 21. Alona, you had, what was it again? 20?
I think it was 22.
22. Yeah, 22, 21, critical 20, and the 14. Okay. Give me a second. See, 1, 2, and that one.
I'm not going to take credit for this, but the Casper source literally said in chat, if you can dodge God's spit, you can dodge a ball.
Gold.
I want to keep the color spectrum here. I don't know. You know what?
Now we know why my next character is named Patches.
Just don't sit under a sign.
Oh.
And Ichi, you said you got a 14, right?
Yep.
No crit fail. Okay. So that is okay. So the number to beat was 17. If you got a 17 and not a 27, then you're only taking half of this. So the number is 22 acid damage. If you're Ichi and you got a 14, you're taking all 22 of that acid damage.
Is that all the damage?
No one crit failed, correct?
I
And
think
that is
was
all
lowest.
you're taking from this breath weapon.
You said 20.
22.
Hurts real bad, but I'm not dead.
Even with nat 20.
Thank you. Nat 20.
Yeah.
Critical success. You don't take any damage.
Oh. Woo!
Everybody
you
else takes half.
Everyone else takes half if you succeed, yes.
Ichi looks bad. Ichi's took probably like the brunt of that.
That's right, because you did not have any time to heal from then the other time. Wow, so glad we heal you. Need heal more though. Need heal more.
You got this.
More he'll need.
More heal need.
More he'll need.
What pronouns are?
Pronouns, what are? Really fast. Everyone give me a perception check.
I was gonna say the way Rufa was able to avoid it was he started rolling and just kept rolling.
29 perception.
Excellent. 29 perception.
That'll be a solid 31 with a nat 20.
Damn!
Nice. Wow.
I'm using a hero point.
Hell yeah.
It's a woof.
It's a oh, I like it.
Cute.
So what was yours, Michael?
26.
26. What was yours, Sam?
25.
25. While Sam is in bad damage but still alive, you follow the trail this weird wispy green thing came from before, just blew up all over you. You've dodged out of the way, you've taken your licks or not, or Ichi, who's just sitting there with like this green fire dripping off of her. And as you look out into the woods where it came from, you see a familiar long perched ear cutting through the darkness, barely visible over the brush. Shouting their name and looking for signs of life gives you no signs. You have 4 minutes to do what you can to save her, or else she dies of natural causes. Bleed out.
Oh, hell to the no! Oh my god. Okay, so Lona's running. Lona's running.
All right, I was wrong.
Perception check. It is a 23 as a sensate gnome within 30 feet of me. I have imprecise scent to try to
You-
track.
to try and track, you can smell the sulfuric acid burn, and you can smell that kind of nice scent that Shionibus always kind of has about her. And you can smell it's getting cold and stale as the blood is leaving her
Right.
body.
I'm going to roll a survival check. Following after an 18, because I have assurance.
Okay.
To try to track her to point Alona in her direction.
Awesome. In the middle of the night, Woodward takes you by your hand and starts guiding you like a sniffing nose dog. They're like drug sniffing dog. You're running to her.
TJ, really quick, is the fire thing, acid fire thing still burning around?
All gone.
Okay.
You are now. 1 second. You are now at the body. You have 2 minutes and 50 seconds left before she dies.
Right, Alona. Oh, okay. I found her. It's the best I can do. Alona, it's on.
Okay, I'm rolling heal on Shionibus. That's going to be 2d10 plus 8. Give me a hot second.
Okay.
That's 14 points of health.
14 points of health. Really fast. Shionibus, give me a survival check with +4.
Okay. 24.
You put the 14 points of HP into her body. As you do, you start seeing the wound. It is a through and through wound about the size of a manhole cover through her stomach and through her back. You can almost see the lungs cut, the rib cage broken. And as you start to heal her, you start seeing it slowly knit together, very slowly. As you're doing this, you see Shionibus start to kind of come back slowly to life, coughing blood. You start putting all the leaves into the open wound and applying pressure on your aorta, just below the lung, right around the heart.
I'm doing heal again.
Give me one more heal.
This is going to be my second level. So that's 21 points of health.
21 points of health. Give me one more survival check with a +4, Shionibus. You are so close to coming back.
Oh, that's even better. The 30.
Do I have time? Do I have time to cast a cantrip?
With a minute left on the life clock, your body is repaired whole, and you are holding on to your wound. Your tunic is destroyed, and all the dried blood where the wound was made is still very present and very moist. You are now alive. Death does not get you this day.
I'm going to gasp awake and reach for whoever's next to me, which I assume is going to be Alona, and just trying to breathe and calm myself down.
Alona looks at Shionibus and looks at the bracelets that she made for them earlier that night, and she goes, Ichi wasn't supposed to die today, and you weren't either. And then she turns to the rest of the party and says, how did he find us? He wasn't supposed to find us.
Woodward has been frantically searching for answers since this fire broke out. And he starts pulling out every talisman and the necklace and anything else he can find at this point out in front of him to try to put the facts together. If the fire's not spreading, Woodward looks over everything in front of him and goes, I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. We did. Just kind of sighs as he's dealing with these facts.
Woodward, you are looking at all the information you have, right?
Right. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, I feel like he'd pull out every magical item or anything that he had that he knew was supposed to help in front of him to look at it.
Give me an occult check or a
Ooh.
religion check.
Mm. Okay. We'll say. Let's see, religion is wisdom. Yeah, we'll go with that. I got a 12.
12. You're not quite piecing the pieces together. Rufa.
I was wondering if Rufa he's gonna close his eyes, and in his mind palace, he's just gonna replay literally the last 3 months in his brain.
Okay.
And just basically like try to see everything from every angle. For that occultism recall knowledge.
Sure. Have you rolled that for me already?
Oh geez. Oh my. Okay, I'm very lucky today.
Another
Yeah,
crit 20.
Nice.
Congratulations. That's awesome.
I have Chonobus luck tonight.
Yeah.
Hey. Shonibus, Shonibus luck tonight.
Hold on.
I took Chonobus luck tonight.
You
I
stole
don't
it.
know if she's ever had luck though.
Never remember episode. Always remember episode 1.
Yeah. So you start you're trying to get the pieces together, and you're thinking, from everything you've heard, from everyone you ever talked to and everything, you should be okay. You should be safe. You were protected. How in the hell did Korrokos find you? It makes no sense. But that critical 20 is going to give a +4 to Shionibus. Shionibus, give me an occultism or religion check really fast.
We're not good at these though, guys. You said a +4?
Mm-hmm.
10?
10. You don't think he was following you at all.
Hey, Reeve Saiki, can we have that hero point that you said you were going to give out for the past 2 times?
Reeve Saiki. I also saw, because
I love the shouting.
Chat. Yeah, I think Lost Thought also said they had. Please, for freaking sake, says Reeve Saiki. Okay, you're losing one of your hero points, chat. All right, so you get to re-roll this with the +4 from that amazing 20, that critical 20 that Michael gave you. So
Alona,
Take
praise
back your
to
luck.
chat.
Take back your luck. Take back your luck.
We changed dice. Let's go with the red dice. Red dice seem to be hurt, given that she almost bled out. Here we go.
Yeah.
Too bad. Can I aid her?
What?
Oh,
you may not have to.
That's a 25.
25.
Yeah.
Can I just aid her for Hex?
I mean, you already gave her the maximum bonus I can give, which is a +4.
I give her another +4.
You already did your job. All right. So what was it again? What was that, Shadowbus?
25.
25. So you just hear Rufa just muttering, it's like, we've done everything right. They wouldn't be able to track us if they tracked us like all those horrible memories. They wouldn't be able to, like, we did everything right. We were safe. We were never being looked at. What happened? What did we do wrong? And then you realize the corpse of Xanakin. Korrokos wasn't tracking you. He was tracking Xanakin the whole time. He found you because he found Xanakin's body.
I am going to slowly sit up. Still, I imagine quite sore. He took Anakin's body. It wasn't tracking us, it was tracking Xanakin. Once he found Anakin, he found us.
I'm just glad you're okay. Can I do an Arcana check to see if he can track the amulet of Xanakin?
Go right ahead.
God damn it. That is 23.
What you can tell from how this night occurred, you can only track the body of Xanakin.
I relay this to the rest of the party. So we should be, for all intents and purposes, safe for now, but
Then we should leave. Now.
we should. Shiona
Now. We have, if he knows we're here, the quarry, it doesn't matter where. We have to leave the spot we're at.
All right, walk and talk. Shionibus lifts. Lona lifts Shionibus onto her shoulder. Oh, she's already standing, but she's gonna offer her shoulder in case Shionibus needs it to walk still. And she's gonna go over and she's gonna heal Ichi because Ichi's almost dead again too. So do you mind if I do that real quick? Do it. All right, I got that is an 18. 18 points of health for Sam.
Cool. 18 plus 5 is 23.
Yay!
That's
Yay.
right. Because you have that relic that gives you more healing back.
Yes.
Oh, I haven't used that yet. I'll
Oh.
use that. No, I just had 5 to start with.
Oh.
That
Oh no.
5 was my hit point.
Oh no.
That's
Solid.
That's much worse. That's much worse. I'm sorry.
Like a rock.
So I'm assuming Woodwork, can you while Alona is talking to Shionibus, basically for the rest of the party to ask her what Korrokos told her, because I'm assuming we didn't hear it. Can you get us back to Cobbledale so we can go through Iso's door?
Right. So if so Woodward is basically going to be the trail leader, if that makes sense. Getting us back on the road from where we are, and then use, I honestly at this point, whatever roads are the easiest to travel. I'm not trying to bushwhack it and take us in some weird direction. I'm just trying to get us back onto the roads and get us moving.
Mm-hmm.
So from a survival check, solid. I got an 18 total.
Yeah. You are able to get yourself back on the main road. And once you're back on the main road between Cobbledale and Adelphon, you're going to Cobbledale, correct?
Right. I think we're headed to Cobbledale because I know it's closer to the quarry technically from what we've established.
Yeah.
And it is probably a place that at least a healer of mundane ability is available. I think Woodward just kind of at this point, everything that he's through, you see Woodward and Mush kind of start to take on similar attributes as Woodward kind of gets down on all fours to sniff the ground at first, and then just kind of takes off in the direction with Mush heading up behind him because he's on instinct rather than deliberate thought.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, Rufa also says kind of the really hushed tones, but so the rest of the party here. Yes, Rufa agrees. In fact, at this point, we might have to consider removing ourselves entirely from the grid. We cannot let any of our allies know where we are going. In fact, this might also include Itsuo, if Korrokos could track us that way.
He can't track us anymore because we don't have Xanakin's body on us. So we are no longer in danger of Korrokos finding us. But Shionibus, what did Korrokos tell you?
She's not going to respond, kind of just zoning out.
What was that?
She's not going to respond because she's a turd.
She's
Those are big words for Alona.
Can I actually use one of my abilities? If that's okay with one of us, I have a interrogation ability called Pointed Question. It's just basically what is it? It does not damage her. Don't worry.
Tell us what you know.
I just
Swear
get
to
ask
me.
the question.
Swear to me.
Pretty much, actually. It's just I ask
Where's
the question
Korrokos?
and
Where
they
is
have to
she?
answer truthfully. They have to answer, but they don't have to answer truthfully. But they do have to
Okay.
answer.
Okay.
So is that okay? If that's okay with Kylie?
Yeah, go ahead. Do I get a save against this or anything?
It's against your will DC.
So, yeah,
Cool.
so it's whatever your willpower bonus is plus 10.
Plus was my team plus my diplomacy. That is a 30.
Damn.
Yeah.
You can answer, but you don't. It doesn't have to be true, but you do have to answer something.
She's going to relay everything that Korrokos said to her. Just word vomit and just lay it all out there. Does Kylie remember all of that? No, because that was stressful and I was dying.
Perfect.
But it's fine.
You were preoccupied at the time.
There's a lot going on.
There's a lot. Alona's gonna feel bad and feed you water. Here, have water. Water fix. You know what water? Alona have Choco meat.
It's even worse than water.
It can stop fires.
Except for
Only
green
you
fires,
can prevent
not green
forest
fires.
fires with
Choco
Choco meat.
Choco meat stops the fire, but not the burn.
Oh,
Damn! We can't give you a hero point.
You don't want to give me a hero.
No.
yeah, no.
No. I already made that mistake once.
Okay, so you are now in Cobbledale. It is like midnight 30, almost 1 a.m. It is pitch black. Not a peep is being made in the city. It is dead quiet. With the fight in the quarry, the saving Jonabis, the fire, and the long trek back, it's been quite some time. Looking around, you can see that this town has done its best in the 3 months to repair all of the damages of the siege of Cobbledale from episode 1. There are still some siege spears, bigger than some buildings, just kind of jutting out. And they've built support beams to kind of almost make the spears load-bearing spears. You are seeing some of the houses have been repaired, some of the smaller houses have been repaired. The one good thing, thanks to the efforts of Morel and Alona way back in episode 1, is that the 3 statues, the statue of the 3 gods, back to back, covered in the prayers of forgiveness and redemption, is completely untouched still. Now you notice a lot more prayers have been left heaped at these statues. Aside from that, this quaint little hillside village with a slightly uneven cobblestone road is exactly how you left it. Just a different version of itself.
Really quick, I think I forgot. Hera, Antigone, Tobias, are they all under our Korrokos can't see us ward?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Tobias is.
Oh.
Hera and Antigone.
Yeah. Rufa's gonna relate that actually. Rufa's gonna kind of relay that to the group. Well, the intern is under the wood. Hera and Antigone did not come with us to Asmakon, so that could be an issue. That could be exploited.
What about the kid?
Yes, out of
I-
character. Is the kid with us right now?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, yes, and well, at least the child is not with us right at the moment.
It's just the 5 of us, correct?
Hera and Tigny is with us.
Hera,
They are with
no.
us.
No.
No,
No,
thought they were.
no. Hera, Tigny, and Tobias we're told by you all to go
Right.
back to Adolfon
Oh.
Prime.
Good.
Joey
Okay.
and Morel do not have orders yet.
Right.
No, we told Heron, Antigone, and Tobias to go warn Cobble.
Oh yeah.
Can't
We didn't tell
Oh,
them to go
oh.
anywhere else. We told them to
Oh.
warn Cobbledale that there
Or
was trouble.
Cobbledale.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Morel is also under our ward because I remember he was
Yes,
with us
yeah.
at Asmacon, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just making sure.
But can we, with all of this and all this going on, can we trust Hera and Antigone? We met them writing letters to someone else. Right? Sure. I mean, sending word to Cobbledale is one thing, but after this, getting tracked? If they can't track, if Korrokos can't track us directly, are them being with us an issue? Maybe they're not tracking Heron and Antigone, but the person they're writing letters to, we have no idea who that is.
They are the mercenaries.
I mean, they've been with us for a while.
I don't think they would do anything like that. It's not about whether they want to or not. It's the fact that they are a liability because they can be tracked and their letters can be intercepted. And it's not a matter of us believing or not believing that they wouldn't rat us out. It's about believing that there's information about us that's getting out there that we cannot control, and that is the thing that is concerning. It's not them as people, it's the fact that they are still reporting to us, to someone that we don't know about. I don't think it's Korrokos. I doubt he would have that kind of pull over someone. We know their disdain for how the war is going, and I believe them.
I'm gonna be honest, guys. The only thing that's protecting Mush, I'm sorry, bud, but from like any type of scrutiny is the fact that he doesn't have opposable thumbs. Like I'm gonna shout that. I'm gonna throw that one out there. Like this is everybody. We can't tell anybody what we're doing at this point.
Did Mush share an embarrassing memory?
I don't think, as far as I know, I'll be honest, Mush was never given an amulet.
I
I thought he
highly
was.
doubt.
I don't like that smile.
I
TJ.
will confirm right now. Mush's as your animal companion is an extension of you.
Exactly.
He's fine.
Okay.
Right. I'm gonna run with Woodwart's initial hunch though.
Mhm.
Is like, okay, I think the badger's fine, but at the end of the day, it's got eyes and ears, and that guy just contacted Shionibus directly through the body of somebody that we just killed. Nonetheless, not just somebody near us. That was a dead person.
Well, the thing is, we have to tell people what's happening because we have to now go back to Adolfon Prime and warn everybody that Korrokos is coming tomorrow. Tomorrow. It's not, this isn't a few days from now. This isn't a month down the road. This is tomorrow. It's going down.
What Rufo wants to know actually is if Korrokos is coming, how is he bringing his army? Because an army that size would be seen.
I don't think we have time to raise an army against him. Besides, who we have here? Xanakin's forces who were around him at the time, witnessing the fight. And Adolfon, whatever they have to produce. Honestly, it doesn't matter where. Alona says it right. It doesn't matter where he is or where he knows we are now. We just have to be ready for the struggle.
Give me a warfare lore or a warfare lore check or a society check.
Who? Ian?
Any one of the party. You're all talking together, I assume.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because is this a moment where Gondor calls for aid?
I will be honest. I don't think Woodward could roll a society check if he knew where it was on the sheet. So I'll make up a warfare check.
All right.
You said society.
Yep.
Yeah, I
Society
got
or
like
lore warfare.
I don't have that. I have
23 for society.
23 for society. Hell yeah.
15 for society.
Okay.
Woodward with a +0 got a 16 on warfare.
Not bad. Not bad.
26 on warfare.
Okay.
Cool.
21 for society.
Not bad. Okay.
Real
The number to beat as a group was 50. You put your heads together, you easily kick the crap out of that number. So here's the little spot in your head that you remember. All of the armies moving before you guys ever entered the war months ago was all orcs that were local to Adolfon continent. They were spread out. They were all over. They had the loosest chain of command possible. You only saw whatever you ran into in that one city, in that one fight, in that one fort. But you know that their numbers have already been counted. About 50,000, more or less. You start to realize Korrokos doesn't have to bring an army. It's been here waiting for him for 3 months. And the only thing they've been lacking is a chain of command. And the general has just entered the battlefield. Now, that being said, as the orcs and goblins are all over Adolfon, basically from everything you've read from the sewers of Adolfon Prime, from the Battle of Fort Raggedy, you know that they have been put in positions of holding. General's here. There's a command. But you know also that a general, a smart general, never actually takes the field. He's going to need officers. And you've done damn near killed all of them but one. So, and that one is far off continent, being searched after by the world's most pissed off Viking half-elf. There is some confusion. There are steps to be taken. The war has just started. But just like a fresh boxer in the fight, they're not warmed up and they're not ready yet. The fight is still yours, but you have to mobilize. But it's nighttime and the world is sleeping. What do?
Look, guys. The only thing I can think of is that our best bet is maybe finding one of his forces before he strikes and convincing them that this war ain't worth it due to Korrokos. I know it's one group, but besides getting Adolfon and letting them know that this war is coming, I don't know what else to do except find somebody who's willing to fight alongside us.
I think with the power of Xanakin behind us, we just need to find the people. And once we find the people, we'll have them on our side.
Right now, allies, honestly, Rufa does not know personally if we could trust them. Right, but we do have the people on the continent of Asmakon. We have some of the dwarves from Bryax. Ripra upon the bed. Out of character. Do we have Molly Moss? I forgot. I don't think we have Molly Moss, right?
I don't think you do.
Okay.
You have the Red Rock tribe
Oh.
and Xanakin's
Yeah.
pals.
We have Red Rock Tribe, we have Seneca's Goddess, and well, those we procured from the Iron Ship.
Do we know where the Red Rock tribe has been hanging out?
The Red Rock tribe was hanging out in the high mountains of the Godlands of Asmakan. After you gave them the war coupon that freed them from their agreement, they kind of flew northeast back to the Adalfon coast, but they require massive land to hold their birds. If they're somewhere big.
Wait. I'll get real quick. This is really powerful magic we're dealing with Korrokos, right, PJ?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait. This is very powerful magic we are dealing with. And honestly, Rufa does not trust magic usually. It is very, very messy. Most magic, friend Alona. Most magic. But Alona, as someone who has studied the land, the magic stuff, who do you think on this continent is the most powerful that could possibly aid us, that could stand a chance against Korrokos' magic? And I'm also gonna probably roll a occultism lore recall knowledge if he knows anybody occult wise.
Cult wise. Yeah, go right ahead. Now we have a level 5 hype train that happened during the Korrokos moment. I want to say thank you very much, everyone. That is amazing. Your love is outstanding. And I'm gonna pay that back real soon.
Rufa, I don't think there's any one person on this continent that's that powerful. But what I think we have is strength in numbers. We have the Red Rock tribe that I know that we could probably get a message to relatively quickly. We can use the bats, we can write them a message, we can get it to them now. What we also have is science. We have a goblin scientist that knows how to work with the chemicals and the mutagens that's strong enough to combat magic. We have a gigantic super orc on our side. It's not one person that's going to take down this threat. It's all of us together. Woodward, I see you want to say something.
I actually want to put forward Woodward hearing about those bats. I just rolled a 26 on a nature check. How fast can they fly? In a single night, how far out can they go?
Ooh, a single night. Okay. I'll say this because I'm going to have to reverse engineer this. Their flying speed is 60 feet. So that's 60 feet every 6 seconds.
It is a big question.
That's a lot of math. So let's just say they can, if they Paul Revere one solid night, they could probably get from one end of Adalfon to the other and be like at the tip of Asmakan by morning.
Woodward kind of chimes up, thinking about everything, goes, look, I don't know much about warfare. This is honestly the closest I've ever been to being involved in one, and the closest I ever want to get again. But those bats may be the way that we spread this news. Worst case scenario, Adalfon has walls and can stand against Korrokos' army. Day 2 or 3 of the siege, that's when we need help. If we can fly out to Asmakan, spread that word as far as we can, maybe find the Red Rock tribe while we're at it, I say we take that chance. Because end of the week, That's when we're gonna find if Alphon's still standing.
You're right, Woodward. And Rufa, in regards to your question, I don't know if there's necessarily one person that's powerful enough to take down Korrokos. But there is one person that I haven't mentioned yet that I think would be incredibly helpful in taking Korrokos down. And that's Joe. And then Alona explains who Joe is.
Really fast, as if summoned by some unusual timing, you happen to hear, "Oh, hello." And at night, you see what looks like a champion. Instead of heavy plate armor, you see this really awesome kind of leather armor shirt, sleeves kind of rolled and cinched up here, and gloves, and two golden kind of like battle maces, and this big bandana wrapped around their eyes, and on it written in language kind of clouds their eyes. This really handsome mustache. And he goes, "Oh, hello. It's so funny that you would call my name. Actually, I am here with. I'm so sorry. What did you say your name was?" And they point. He points like this, and you see next to him a man in a long and beautiful golden red silk robe with little sunglasses, and he's kind of got a book and a pen, and he's like, "Oh, you can call me number 6." And he looks at Rufa with a meaningful glare. "Number 6 is just fine." Puts the book in, taps it twice. "Now, I've heard from this lovely young man that you are having a problem with the Nork. That's fascinating to me. Please, come. We'll have tea." No, it's too late for tea. We'll do that in the morning. Please, no, go to your places. Go to your hotel room. I already paid for them. Go sleep. Tomorrow is a big day. Isn't that right, friend Joe?" And Joe looks at me and goes, "You're right, it is." And he kind of cracks his neck. And he says, "It's the beginning of everything."
As soon as Rufus sees number 6, he is still going forward. He kind of tries to blend back.
Really fast, I'm going to do a little fade wipe. It's the morning. Tea is being made on a kettle. The light scream and whistle of the pot brings you all to life in the midst of the morning sun. And as you look out on the beautiful horizon that is just endless crystal blue water of Cobbledale, that level 5 hype train, you see the castle floating in the sky on a floating cadaver of a long forgotten monster. Head drooped, arms hanging, floating in the sky like a dead body at sea, and a castle with ramparts uncountable. Korrokos has risen. The war comes with him. And that is where we end episode 56 of Edge of Legend.
I'm sorry, what?
Wait.
With hours of exposition in the last 5 minutes of this episode. My notes are just question marks for the last 4 things I've written down.
We thought we were almost done with the story. Now we have 5 new things.
I mean, you had to get rid of all of his generals. And you know what? I got the 5 hype train. I'll give you a look behind the curtain. The whole thing triggering the release of Korrokos into the story was the death of Zanarkand. Disobedience will not be tolerated. And you did it. You triggered the big bad evil guy finally showing up. You also got number 6 and Joe ready to go for the war effort. So, we'll see what happens from there.
Is Joe Joe?
Joe is Joe.
That was Joe.
Joe!
Joe is Joe.
So
Joe.
is Joe gonna be joining us?
Joe is the paladin of Vigimat, and he's a badass.
Just like a
so-
Joe I know.
Yeah. Like a Joe that I love that you said that. It's gonna be in my head forever. So thank you so much, level 5 hype train. I hope you love the Joe. I hope you love number 6, and I hope you love the castle in the sky and a floating corpse of a far begotten monster. That being said, this was a blast. Thank you so much for everyone for joining us. Thank you for my players. And let us say good night. It is about that time. Starting with Mr. Michael Powell. I hope you're still okay. Please tell us who you are and where we can find you on that sweet, sweet internet.
In the words of Scott Bakula, oh boy, things are about to get complicated. I am Michael Powell, and you can find me all over the internet on my social medias, which is usually at Mr. Kapow. That's MRKAPAO, or my Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Michael Powell Does Stuff, because I do a lot of stuff, like my YouTube channel called Fantastic Tales of Adventure. Or you can also find me Thursdays at Toyzilla Network here on Twitch for Toyzilla Live, which is a toy show I do at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Hope to see you there.
Awesome. Next up, Sam, please tell us who you are and where we can find you on that sweet, sweet internet.
Hello. What a roller coaster ride. First of all, I almost died. That Shonibus died. Then what? Anyway. Hello. I am Sam Sterling, and you can find me all over the internet at Hey Sam Sterling. Check out a Twitter. Check out a TikTok. I'll post on TikTok again someday, I swear. Check out Instagram. And thank you, everyone. This is a really great episode tonight.
Awesome. Next up is Kylie. Please tell us who you are and where we can find you on that sweet, sweet internet.
Hello, I'm Kylie, or I go by Kai. It really doesn't matter at this point. You can find me at Kai's Wonderful Life pretty much all over the internet. TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Discord. You know, come hang out, come chat. It's always a great time. On Sunday mornings at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, I am part of a D&D homebrew campaign over on Asgard D&D Adventures. It's a villains campaign, and we're starting to go from villain to anti-heroes to maybe some back to villains. But like, I might have also just found my Sential weapon. So like, come check it out. Yeah.
Heck yeah. Okay, next up, Ian, tell us who you are and where we can find you in that sweet, sweet internet.
Hello all, my name is Ian. You can find me at Bearded Scald across Twitter and our Discord as well. But if you want to find me anywhere else, you can follow me at Witch and Heathen, which is our website as well, witchandheathen.com. I run a small candle business with my wife. But besides that, you may have noticed that the art has changed on my back wall. And I want to give a shout out to Marcy Mahoney for an amazing dice portrait. You may be able to recognize one of these bad boys in there. She does dice portraits, and you can find her at Marcy_Mahoney on Instagram. That's MARCY_MAHONEY at Instagram. Please check her out and see the art that she makes, because you can send a picture of your dice in and get one of these back. So as the art wall changes, I will be updating you guys with more information, but I think this one may just be up for a little while for the good luck. So, but if you want to find me anywhere else besides here, again, at Bearded Scald, check me out, say hi. See you later.
I think that leaves Sidney. Sidney, please tell us who you are and where we can find you in that sweet, sweet internet.
Hello. You can find me all over the internet at Sidney Rubino. It's literally just my name. I made it easy for you. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter. I started posting on TikTok literally today. We'll see how long that lasts again. And if you would like more of me in general, I have a YouTube channel where every Tuesday I post a character version of myself reading stories. Right now we are reading through this book of Irish folk tales and fairy tales. We're getting into some really interesting stories. So if you like to decipher morals from fairy tales or listen to someone read to you, come visit me over there. And yeah, Hi.
Awesome. Hi everyone. I guess that just leaves little old me. My name is PJ Megaw. You can find me all over the internet at pj.megaw, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. Come find me, come friend me. Let's have fun. You can also find me in the Discord alongside our good friend Bearded Skull. And when I'm not here with these absolute legends on Wednesdays, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, you can find me on Tuesdays with Michael Powell, 3:30 to 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, as we talk about all the nerdy, fun TTRPG things. Last week, or yesterday, we had Kylie on. It was an absolute treat to have our friend on as well. And so next week, we're going to be doing some fun stuff. And there will be some announcements coming down the road later. But one thing we want to kind of sneak your way is look forward to September and October. In a couple of weeks here, we're going to be taking a little break from EOL to surprise you with an awesome charity campaign in September where we go to Galarion to be Firebrand Pirates. And of course, as always, Halloween is coming up, and we are going to be having a spooktacular time that I'm sure will in no way horrify and traumatize anyone. I probably will try not to do that. So yeah, look forward to all that stuff and some other new announcements as we can. And until next time,
see you same next time here at Age of Legends. Did it make a noise? Yeah.
We gotta worry about this being pulled out at any point.
Any point. And I've been sitting on this. Been sitting on this for months. I'm so hyped for this. Anyway, I gotta do a raid like an adult. 1 second. Hold on. Like a grown person. Ooh, Praetor's Rejects. I love these guys.
Do you?
Thanks again so much for the hype train, everybody.
Thank you so much for the hype train.
Thank you all so much, really.
It means the world, and I guarantee you it never goes missed. It's just once I get to level 5, I'm like, oh god, I gotta figure out something awesome to just throw in the woodworks all of a sudden.
And listen, Made One Shot is up here. We're gonna chat it out. Chat it out. We'll see.
I'm ready.
I'm ready for the maid outfit. I should buy the maid outfit. Oh my god, I gotta do
So
that.
it's happening for it's happening.
It's happening. If you want to pick up the mantle to be the GM of whatever maid thing we're doing, I'm down.
Yes.
I mean, we also still have the Merry Wives of Woodward.
Yes.
And we have a lot of other awesome things happening.
Hot tub stream.
Can I say one thing? Maybe
yes,
we should
please.
just wait for that maid outfit shenanigans to happen after Halloween, so I can just save a little bit of money.
That's all.
Because that'll be on sale.
You're right.
That's a smart move. That's why you're the druid, because you're a thinker. All right. We're gonna be rating in 3, 2, 1.